I'm so nervous to like meet new artists. James Peppa, the creator of Peppa Pig. It's so great to So, this weekend was the first ever Lightbox Expo held in Pasadena, California, a trade show for art, animation, visual storytelling, you name it. Now, I had no intentions of coming to this show, mainly because of the distance out, until my absolutely lovely and gracious friends over at Procreate invited me to come. Now, little did I know, approaching the convention center, of course, Procreate is the principal sponsor of Lightbox Expo this year, and the banners for Procreate, before you even get in the building, advertise Procreate version 5. Now, of course, Procreate is my drawing app of choice for years now, and every time they do one of these iterative updates, it seems like there's nothing more they can add to the app, and then they just go right ahead and change the game. So in this video, there are not only the updates to Procreate version 5, just some of the things, there's things we still don't even know yet that they're holding out for until release, and then I'll just show you some of the great stuff that happened at Lightbox, because honestly, this is an incredible show. It might be the best art trade show or convention ever. So James, CEO of Procreate, thank you so much for everything that you do. This app is absolutely life-changing for me and a lot of people that are watching here. Can you tell us what's new with Procreate 5?
Yeah.
At least some of the things.
Yeah, I can tell you what's shipping in the holiday season, but the biggest stuff is the new Valkyrie engine. So the new painting engine, there's so much going on there. We can also like import Photoshop brushes. We can do new things like animation now, so we can do some timeline animation, we can do onion skinning, we can change the frames per second all live on the canvas. So I think for storyboard artists and animatics and stuff, there's another big change is like CMYK now, so you can import ICC profiles and Procreate and just kind of work. We've also developed a color picker specifically for CMYK that limits the gamut, so that the gamut is completely what you see is what you get on the screen, instead of like an old RGB picker that kind of, it just kind of jumps to the nearest option for CMYK. There's clone tools in there, a whole heap of new redesigned interfaces, and a whole new brush studio. It's probably the biggest update we've ever done.
So I'm with Max Ulichney. If you haven't tried his amazing brush packs for Procreate yet, you're doing yourself a disservice. You've done stuff like the wash pack, which is like this incredible, like it basically
the newest one, yeah.
Yeah, it like changed the way I personally wasn't using the smudge pack or the smudge tool until you had that added to the gouache.
That was I've always included a few.
Yeah.
But the gouache pack was the one where I did a deeper dive into the smudges for sure. I love to use the smudge because it reminds me of the way I use charcoal in real life. Lay down tone, like vine charcoal or whatever, and smudge it with your finger. That's a huge part of my process.
Yeah.
And so that having that muscle memory in Procreate is huge for me. So that I can use a hard brush and a dirty kind of like smudger, and I can get a huge range of effects without changing brushes all the time.
Yeah.
So if I want a little bit of like a shredded edge, just hit it with my finger, and you're off to the races. It's so much fun. It's so intuitive, and so you don't have to like manage interface as much.
Yeah.
That's the reason I do that kind of stuff.
So now Procreate 5 is coming out. That's part of why we're here and everything. Yep. What's that mean for you? Do you have stuff planned for the future?
It's an incredible update. I mean, brush-wise, it's going to be very impressive. I almost have to relearn how to do it, because I mean, it's so much more powerful. It has so many more options that it's going to enable some really unbelievable effects. I do have a watercolor pack coming up.
Sweet.
It's half in progress, but on the old version. It was stuff that I developed while developing the gouache pack. Some of the thinner brushes felt like they needed room to breathe and develop into one pack. So those like thin wash ones, there's a whole lot more variety coming up with that. But then like to do like the really nice crispy edges and the kind of like more textural kind of cloudy effects with watercolor, I think that's going to be more possible in the new engine than it would have been before. Awesome. So I'm looking forward to like digging in deeper and trying to figure out how to relearn how to do my job a little bit, but I think it's going to lead to really great outcomes.
Look, man, I hear we have some beef about my pig design, and if we got squashes right now, we got squashes right now.
Let's do it.
All right, it's a very elegant pig solution. What do you think about it?
It solves so many problems.
That's right.
Nicholas Kole, my good buddy, how are you doing? How was your first Lightbox?
It was unbelievable. Like I'm kind of shocked at how polished it was for like a first con of its series, whatever. I hope they do this next year.
Yeah.
But the amount of talent and curation of that talent, and then just the excitement of the fact that it's the first time.
Yeah.
I think everybody was just like really kind of that nervous excitement and that new kind of it's like opening a big present. It feels like Christmas.
As like a guest, seeing all this stuff, I'm overwhelmed and it's been crazy. This dude did like 11 panels, and for like 3 hours straight, he would entertain people, and then there would be Q&As after.
I think I'm going to probably like fall into the earth after this. And I will emerge a tree.
Yeah.
That will be my legacy to the world.
Nick the tree. Also, are you excited about Procreate 5?
Procreate 5?
What? Yes.
I'm out of my mind. Bye. Good to see you guys.
I didn't know it was a thing until we actually got to the show.
Yes,
and the things are mind-blowing.
They're absolutely mind-blowing. I just got to try out the brush mixing, which is actually rocking the world. They tried to like interview me about it while I was discovering it for the first time, and I hope that they scrap that footage because it was really awkward. I couldn't talk about it. The implications. The animation tool looks incredible.
Right?
Much
you can set
improved.
foreground and background, so you don't have to copy stuff.
Onion skinning. The CMYK is a big game changer for print stuff. Being able to toggle the 2 colors now. There's just going to be a lot of stuff.
And like stuff they apparently aren't telling us yet.
Stuff they aren't telling us yet. Stuff that, we're going to discover as we go. But I think that from my experience previously with things like Liquify, like sometimes when they do an old tool, they do it better than the original that you're used to. So I think it's gonna be amazing.
As you guys probably saw even a few weeks ago with just the initial animated GIF options that Procreate had, I was able to sort of make my way around a traditional hand-drawn animation in Procreate. But with these new tools, it's becoming incredibly intuitive, and the animation features are honestly what I'm most excited about in this upcoming update. Lightbox as a whole was an incredible experience. I was able to meet art heroes of mine like Chris Sanders, the director of Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon. I met up with my friend Artsy Omni from Curiomatic, previously Smashified, and Chris and Sean from Curiomatic as well. And it was amazing to meet a ton of you folks that watch these videos and to hand out a few Jacqueline stickers to you. The thing with YouTube is like you can never be friends with people. You have to have drama. Drama is what gets the views. It's what makes stuff work.
Am I starring in my own diss track? What's going on?
Actually, that's exactly what's happening.
I didn't know we were doing a diss track.
Let's just vow right now to never collaborate, never interact again.
No, I'm not going to like on your videos. I'm going to turn on ad blocker and then click on your videos. I'll post it on Reddit videos, and then you'll get taken down.
Thank you so much.
This is one of the worst YouTubers on YouTube.
He can't even get me in the frame.
I told my agent I didn't want to come to this event because of Brookes.
Well, my soul is shattered. I appreciate it, and I'll never see you guys again.
Never again.
Never again. You browsing?
Hello, this is a cool setup.
It's so furry. It's called the I didn't know I should make a video at this show until I got here.
Right on. Well,
let's talk about all of our beef. You know, we have YouTube drama.
You sent me this evil, horrible message.
Right.
Yeah, you said a lot of bad words, a lot of racist things, and I'm like, you know what?
Started it.
I did.
Yeah.
This is fact. However, the good thing about this is generate views.
Exactly.
You're gonna make this video and edit it and do all the work. I'm gonna steal this and put it on mine, so I don't have to do any work.
And then I'll see you at the boxing match.
Yes.
Yeah. Good stuff. I wasn't even pointing at you.
Whatever. What?
I wasn't even pointing at you. If Lightbox Expo ends up happening again next year, I think there isn't a better show to find art you love and artists that you admire. Especially for a first-year show, I can't underscore how well organized and special it was. I know for me, I'm going to do my best to make it back. I'll see all of you next week with our regularly scheduled program. Thank you for watching Character Design Forge, and have fun creating.